Hey, this is a demo review of Nitro and Team Liquid CT side Nuke playing A site. So this was a match from 3 days ago against OG in the Blast Premier Spring groups. So yeah, let's see kind of Nitro's approach to A. Just pissed around. He has a 8G, and he looks like he dropped dualies and a flash for teammates. So looks like this HE here is just if they do like a hut pop, he's gonna get a nade down. It's gonna chunk a lot of enemies. Chunk two enemies. Teammate takes contact, swings out after. Nice setup by them. And looks like I think the dualies are ramped that round, if I'm not wrong. So first player up, he mollies. He throws a molly that would land into door, jumps top hut, is holding hut side, and his teammate swaying. We actually call this nitro wall or caution, whatever you want to call it. They swing caution over to here, and now it looks like he's playing mini. But so he's just holding hut. The door's not broken, so no one's kind of has to look over there. And this is just a good off angle here because usually they'll flash through here, and the flashes will land back here and blind anyone here, but it won't blind him since he's like his back's turned towards it. Yeah, they just clean up this round. Fight. The duel happened outside. Back to A. There's an early HE in case they rush hut. The enemies threatened squeaky drop here. His teammate actually went down vent and is now sitting in the vent with his knife out. Kindar. I'm guessing that was. I think Kindar may be the second A player if I had to guess. So they're throwing A pop nades. Even though it's a fake, he drops as like a response, just in case they do come out A. They pop ramp, so he starts pushing lobby. So the enemies have ramp and they're kind of controlled. So this was like a good position for him. It was definitely a gamble for him to push into lobby here. Like, he knew that most likely, like, honestly, it'd be a 1v1. But sometimes, like, this player could have easily like, been like back here and then periodically be checking this, so. I don't know, I think like pushing solo lobby sometimes is tough. But it works out really well there. He's able to get in radio, gets that free kill, so the player rotates back in the lobby. And they're kind of keeping them contained, right? Nice retake. So like things like that, or I don't know if that's like anti-stratting. Maybe they know how their lobby lurk would play, or he knows the positions if he's not there. Like he did seem like he was looking at up ladder a lot. Maybe he thought someone was coming down like from top lobby, or that's a common thing they do. He's just anti-eco. So let's just back this up. I sped through it. So anti-eco, he's just holding this off-angle hut, and then see what his teammates are doing too. So they come up, molly door, nade hut, falls behind silo. He's holding hut entrance from here, and his teammate's top hut. Which is a good angle to hold. His teammate's holding over the smoke on squeaky, and they have a player in mini. Nice round, nice anti-eco. So that left side silo angle to hold hut, I think, is really, really nasty, especially for anti-eco. I think that angle is just good in general too. I mean, if your teammate's holding door and they can't be swinging out the door smoke, so. So what util does he have here? Yeah, he's a Molotov and a smoke, so jiggling here is really good with util. I see a lot of players do this. So they'll jiggle here periodically, and then on contact, usually they'll like throw a Molotov or a smoke off this wall. So the Molotov is great because if they extinguish it, then it just kind of creates the smoke right there, which they'll have to run through, and he's able to like move to the right and use the smoke to like even fight the left angle, or if anyone jumps through, we can just clean up. Re-smoke for door. Pretty nice smoke. Yeah, that's a good one. So let's just see that one more time. I think he just backed all the way up. He actually throws it lower than how I usually throw this smoke, so. Yeah, in the corner, bottom left. So all the way from this corner right here, and then the bottom left of, it looked like here. Sweet. But yeah, he's playing very patiently. He's playing, just using the molly play. I think that would have normally landed indoor if it hit like here. Would have landed on this player, which is actually funny that there's a player there. It's almost like he knows. Some cool spams to see. Alright, let's back this up just because I want to get this down. Alright, so this is a gun round, and he has the front spawn here. So this is kind of the mini swing spawn, looks like they're going to use it for. So this is like the fastest spawn to mini. You can do outside plays, go Africa in this case. He's going mini. Insta swings door, his teammate throws the Molotov. They don't really do any resistance on hut here, which is interesting. Enemies do outside smokes. Oh, he's holding this interesting off angle. That's a cool angle to be holding, just crouched there. Nitro crouched at nitro? Is this how nitro holds nitro? Wow. Again, we can see that left. I kind of want to rewatch it, sorry for skipping this fight. But yeah, so he's over here. He moves, doesn't see anything. So this player, I think this is the same player that died previously from nitro on that left side of silo. So they were probably trying to see if history would repeat itself. So again, he's kind of just playing back silo. What Nate says, he has a full kit here. So he has smoke, molly, flash, AG. So he's here, and his teammate. Oh, your Kindar's lower. Leash outside garage. They're all going lower. So Nitro's actually solo on A right now. They were stacked B. So let's just back this up, because this is like this is a nice reaction. Like, what do you do when all the CTs are down secret? So you have a Liege holding mini, so they can't go mini. And then you have Naf and Yukindar both ramp. So Yukindar is down here holding secret. And where's Naf? Okay, they're doing like a crossfire. So one's control stairs and one is sync stairs. So this is like, basically if enemies throw outside smokes and cross secret, like a lot of the times, like their plan is to come lower and to try to find this one player that's down here. So Yukindar gets his head ripped off, and Naf finds two, which is amazing. But that could have went very differently. And then OC's already here to pick up more frags. So yeah, I really like this setup. It seems like OC was probably like here holding ramp. And then as soon as they commit lower, OC's able to just rotate down and just pick up some kills. Let's see how Nitro kind of rotates around this. So he's kind of playing solo A. We knew he goes top hut. If they come out A, door hut, he's kind of in a position to carve out 1v1s, which is nice. So usually there will be a player lurking, either walk out hut late or be lurking door to hold the vent rotate, right? So right now, like his role is just to make sure, since we knew that there was like 3 or 4 enemies lower, his role here is just to make sure that they cannot go vent to A, right? Like if they tried going vent to A there, it would have just been a bunch of free kills for him just right here. Like the enemies just can't come up vent as he's holding here. It's very unfair. So nice to see that. He's just kind of like playing his role very well. Yeah, it's good to see. So he molly door Naded hut. Okay, he's holding the one way. Shout out my teammate Creed. He's going over this one way with me last night. Actually, oh, they know about it. They're pre-firing him. But yeah, so that's actually a really good spot. I feel like that smoke could have been better. Yeah, now he's worried about the smoke. Unless he's trying to purposefully bait them out. But yeah, basically when they throw this one way, you can stand like right here and see over it, and usually they can't see you. So anti-eco again, he's just kind of playing top hut, holding these angles. He knows they're probably low util. Again, he's playing this angle where, look how funny this is. That's kind of hilarious, so we'll see. But again, he's holding this angle here, really strong angle if they come out. Because coming out hut is just like kind of a nightmare for tees. Like you really need to have one guy come out, and a lot of teams will like flash off the walls here, so the flash pops like here, and they'll come out like looking backwards, like towards Mustang or top hut. Oh, all right, let's see this rotate. So we smoke hut, we get a kill, looks like into hut, and then they pop out ramp, and then nitr0 is the B player. So he opens up door. He's holding right side sight. They're playing Astralis. He's going to self flash. Finds the kill. Awesome flash. Did get stuck on the door there for a second, but you know, worked out well. He's gonna win the round. Yep. Oh, I don't think they're gonna be able to plant. Oh no! I think he could have just closed the door, but all right. Let's see. I guess he like should have. I guess he was thinking that they're definitely gonna be planting because the time's so low. And then OG were just, you know, calling the play. They were like, let's bluff it and don't stick the plant. He has to peek. Wait, so they're doing a lobby crunch here? Because like the enemies have been defaulting outside, so they're like, dude, like if they're gonna just have one guy solo lobby, like we need to just find this player. Oh, I feel like if he finished that clear, could have been a little bit cleaner. Like OG are just playing in spots. Like they kind of like cleared lobby, that they only half cleared it because there's these two angles that just did not get cleared. Like this is like where I'm just like, I wonder if OG just know like, okay, these like when liquid clear lobby, they don't clear everything like that. But here we go. Let's go nitr0. Big kill. So nitr0's on A. They're making. They have two players on B. So Leash and Nav are both on B. Let me see how they find nitr0. Because he's kind of like on an island here. Yeah, he's like holding Heaven, Mini, Hut, Squeaky. Yeah, it's just kind of like an impossible situation to be in. I mean, I think if you're in this position kind of where like they can come from a Heaven, Mini, Squeaky, or Hut, like you should maybe walk push something. Just try to like clear something out, and once you have that info that they're not here, like maybe you like come over here, you clear outside, you're like, all right, nothing's outside, then you can kind of play from mini and just gamble. They won't be coming outside after you cleared it already, and like play like maybe this angle or something. But you know, they could very well just be holding, waiting for that play. So it's definitely a tough situation. If anything, maybe he rotates down vent and just like plays 3B, I guess, like a gamble B. And then just say if they go A, like we lose the round. But yeah. Alright, so eco round. So this is a really good thing to do. He's these lurk smokes, if they don't throw a perfect lurk smoke, you can actually see someone's feet go down vent. So he let his teammate know like, hey, they are not down vent. And then they also just did this boost here where you can boost over the lurk smoke. So let's check that out one more time. So nitr0, and it looks like he's going to boost Kindar up. Or it's OC. Okay, so OC gets boosted up. That's pretty fun. Yeah, doing that with an AWP is disgusting. So Alright, eco round, we don't have to focus on that. So, alright, so, sorry to keep backing this up, but yeah, he is the front spawn again, so it seems like when nitr0 gets the front spawn for CT side, he gets the front left spawn, this is the second time we've seen him take the mini route, so he'll just come in here and instant swing. He gets found by Fiku. Let's see how Yukindar responds with A this round. So Fiku walks out, goes down vent. Yukindar is calming, like could be down vent. Okay, Leash finds one in mini, which is massive. Just kind of throws any smoke squeaky. I mean, I don't love a smoke like this because they could just easily walk out right here. Almost always this will happen where they'll walk out on the squeaky vent side. If you smoke like that. Oh, they jumped the gap. So again, it seems like Kindar's kind of doing, he's like holding vent, making sure they can't rotate back up A. Like I know last time we saw nitr0 hold the vent, but see this is just like an alternate way to hold the vent. Like make sure they can't come back A, and also mini in this case, but. Sweet. Let's go to next round. So one player is out, squeaky smoke. Kindar finds him. nitr0's playing top hut. He's holding mini, his teammates fighting hut from Asian. There's one's lower outside and the other player found him. Alright, it's 13-13 here. What's their money like? Oh, they're gonna have to save again. Kindar force button up. Uh-oh. This player's just out Asian. Let's see this. Let's see this OG tactic here. He swung mini and then, yeah, and then they flash and he jumps out. Yeah, very common thing I see is doing this kind of play, especially if they're not spamming the smokes every round. I kind of want to see what flash OG used here. Always interested in that. So it looks like Neo frag. Alright. Alright, so he needs mini. He just flashes on the right side, so it pops right in front of mini, and then his teammate jumps out of the smoke. Yeah. I mean, if you think you can get into that smoke without getting spammed and your teammate can flash you through, I don't see why not, right? The one thing that I will say though is like kind of the default that I see happen a lot that stops this is a lot of players in NA kind of play like anti-vent drop, so they'll have like a player come mini who will spam like right here in the beginning of the round, like kind of through this vent, so that will like definitely hit this player jumping out, and then they may have a player that mollies and needs door and swings nitr0 and kind of spams this line around here that would have also potentially killed that player. So I mean, it was good that they did it on this round where like they knew that there's not going to be M4s, like we're just going to be able to get in that smoke and they're not going to be able to spam us. So potentially a good anti-eco strat by them, or a situational like, hey, like they're not spamming the smoke. So again, so he's kind of starting back silo. We've seen nitr0 play hut a lot, so he may actually be the Deddy hut player. Like it seems like he kind of plays like, hopefully there'd be like top hut. We've seen him play here. We've seen him play here where he kind of rotates. Play playing back silo, so we know we've seen him play here twice, and then he'll do this jiggling here. Now this is a really good setup that nitr0 and naf are doing. So this setup is like amazing because if they walk out hut, naf gets contact, and then nitr0 is able to swing off of that. And then similarly, since nitr0 is kind of holding the mini line, it also doubles as the squeaky line. That's a cool smoke. Come on, go for the spam. Nice. Kinda wanna check out that smoke one last time. Alright, so left side silo, just to the right of the hook. This smoke's really nice because it lands in there, which I think is cool. Nice round. It's 14-14. Yeah, so let's see if we can confirm our theory. Like, is nitr0 the hut player? Because I know a lot of times, like even right now, he has the front spawn. He mollies and nades. Where's his teammate? Okay, so Yukindar's kind of playing like he started silo and now he's moving towards like Asian, and nitr0's kind of playing hut side. So the enemies just like take outside pressure. So Nex is already lower, it looks like, right? Yeah, he's already lower, holding for the regress. Looks like Kindar's outside, playing Unbreakable. Naf has solo ramp. This is such a good spot to play. That Naf's in. I've seen Rops play there a lot. So now they're doubled ramp. They're thinking that this is going to be a ramp pop. So this is just like a read if they go ramp, but it looks like the enemies are walking out A right now. Dang. It could have been the round. I mean, they probably still win the round. Oh, never mind. Oh, this Naf has a crazy clutch here. But it doesn't look like it. Nope. So yeah, nitr0's in a tough position because he was like in mini, and I think he was like kind of watching outside and A at the same time. So getting Molly's door. This is the last round and a half, so they forced up. It's 5-7. So Leech dies. Maybe Leech had a gun? So ramp is completely open right now. They have one player in secret, OC top hut, nitr0 is playing nitr0, Kindar and mini. So they can't be secret. The only thing they could be is out ramp, but we're stacked for everything else basically. Like if they do late outside, which they've been doing a ton, Kindar can throw the one way for Naf. Naf says, hey, like I'm not seeing anything outside, it's a bluff. So everyone's still just playing on A. And the enemies did walk out A last round. It worked out very well for them. So Naf aggresses, finds the lurk. They could know, like Naf could have known, like, hey, like this is if they throw feign outside smokes. Usually, like Nex is lurking in Africa. So the enemies all go ramp this time as a change up. Naf rotates back down to B. So the main threat here, I guess, is Heaven. And Naf is going big because he's just solo watching B. This is just crazy. Yeah, and then Yukindar, you know, last we saw him, he was unbreakable, right? So he's like mini. He's like, I'm not seeing anything. Switch door. They're out ramp. Let's go. Alright, let's see if we could catch some quick OTs. An OT half. Alright, so nitr0's back on A. Nade's hut early. So he's saving his Molotov. So I know a lot of teams will kind of Molotov hut at the beginning of every round. But it seems like what we've been seeing is that every round they just molly door and they nade hut. So it allows them to save this Molotov, because like look right here, Nitrous is able to do this play where he can jiggle, and then if they come out, he's just going to molly off this wall or whatever, and it'll just like burn like half hut and all the steps in front of it, or the platform in front of it. So, so again, looks like they're AWPer rotated here. Dang, they're just getting found. So NAF 1v5. It's all good, shake it off, Liquid, shake it off. So the molly door, HE hut. So he's blind, they did the door play again. They came out hut. The trades happen, 3v3. There's a mini lurk about to happen, it looks like. NAF finds the mini lurk. Looks like he actually, instead of going mini, went towards Unbreakable. Neofrag. Just holding side squeaky vent crouched. Find NAF. So does Liege win this 1v2? Let's see. They didn't come back to the lobby. So he's like, maybe they're wrapping heaven or they're just going lower. I feel like he definitely heard this guy jump up. Oh, it's a shame the glass is not broken. Nice try. So again, let's just see this. So, yep, he gets the front spawn. It seems like whenever he gets the front spawn, he'll always swing this. Hit him. Gave some util over to Kindar, who's top hut. So again, even though it does seem like, okay, so I think that they play like nitr0 is the hut player. Just from what I'm gathering from this demo at least. Alright, so this is nice to see. So he just spikes the smoke in the center of the Molotov here. He's searching for this lyric. Close. Wow, they have them both double smoked off. What kind of spam is that, dude? Wow, Nex is insane actually, that is crazy. Does this go, I guess this goes OT again? Let's see if we can hop back on CT side. Alright, OT number 2. Alright, so same thing, they molly door, nade hut. Nitro's kind of taking off angles top hut. Flashes through mini. Good flash. So enemies are down lower, so again, the enemies are just going lower and trying to find this like this solo duel. Seems like they're just defaulting outside and finding the kills, and they're just walking lower and then trying to trade out lower. So again, even if he's a door player, I mean, even if it's the front spawn and going up ladder, he still is the hut player. And top hut is just like a versatile place to be because you can just swivel between top hut and I mean between squeaky and hut side like immediately. And again, he sees the gap in the smoke, so he's holding to see if anyone tries to sneak down the vent. He would just catch their feet, be able to get a free kill. And now he's moving to Asian, and he has a smoke, so this is good because a lot of teams will always molly out Asian. So kind of want to see how he approaches this peak. So he's over here in Asian, he's holding. He just hard peeks it. Sorry, backing this up one last time. So smoke fades. I think he fast short peeks it. Yeah, it doesn't go like full wide. It's like decently wide, but he gets a decent amount of acceleration and counterstrikes pretty perfectly. So they decide to push hut in the 3v3 here. Enemies are holding though. Oh, let's go. This is it, the 2v1. So Flames grabs the bomb, he's probably gonna jet B. Naf's already ahead of him. So nitr0's just kind of playing solo A. Eventually nitr0 must know he could go heaven, but I guess Naf hears him. Nice round. So Nate hut, he's playing back silo. They jump out squeaky vent, running out hut. Can they salvage them now? Fortunately, this is the last round of the demo, so I think that's it, but the smoke heaven, detrimental. But alright, so I'd say quick recap. We saw basically what we've seen is that if nitr0 gets the front spawn, he's always going to swing mini. He doesn't use any nades when he does this. He just kind of dry swings this off timing because he's going to have like timing to come here and fight a player. So otherwise, if he's going up ladder, first player, if he's first player, he's always going to molly door, and then if he's second player, he's going to HE into hut. And then a lot of times he's going to jump top hut, kind of play around here as like his first option, and his second option is jump back silo and be playing these like back silo angles. So we saw like the left side silo. Some util we saw from him was like resmoking the door, basically jiggling right side silo into hut where he'd be able to smoke and molly like front hut if they start doing a pop. We saw his reaction where the enemy's molly back silo, and he's able to hold spike the smoke right on top of the enemy Molotov right there, and then just kind of play around it. And yeah, I mean, like nothing like too aggressive, and he kind of played his role very well. Where if if the enemies go secret and they take lower, like he really committed to, my role here. It seemed like his role there was like making sure they can't come back up vent, because that's the main thing, that if you're not watching that, like the enemies could take lower, get that trade off, and then we could all rotate B through ramp and start flanking secret, but then they all go up vent and win the round because they have free A site. So it was nice to see that he was committing to that. So also nice to see that he was kind of the hut player. So something to keep in mind. But yeah, all right. So that's it. I hope everyone enjoyed doing some studying with me, and have a great day. And I'll see you all in the next one. Peace.